fish. Welcome back to Calypso's Cove, where the magic is our message. It is your mistress of magic, BlkAfroditee, here again with another card chit chat, channel message, and also a general reading. Now, I want to let you guys know that it is a very hot and beautiful Sunday afternoon here in VA. I am a Virginia girl, honey, and it is hot AF, and I am a little inebriated. For those of you who don't know, that means I'm intoxicated. Your girl has been sipping on a little gin that is my spirit of choice. So when I cross over to the ancestral realm, I need all of my descendants, my legacy, my lineage to know that if you want me to pull up for you, put a little Hendrix gin down on the table. Anyway, typically when I do indulge in drinking, I actually end up channeling. So I was enjoying my Sunday, doing my own thing, and then I got this message to come up here and channel for you guys and provide some messages, some clarity for those of you who need to receive it, those of you who are a part of my soul tribe and need to receive these messages. So this is for those who need to receive, and if you feel called to watch this video, it's probably you. So a little while ago, I had a subscriber ask me, hey F, how do you know what energy is yours? She was talking about psychic abilities, knowing how to tap in further to your psychic abilities, and knowing what's your energy versus what is somebody else's. So I got this message from Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary and Yemoja, Yemaya themselves. I was sitting in the room, just relaxing, taking some time to myself because I'm actually quite introverted with my energy. I need a lot of time to recharge. Even if we're supposed to be having a beautiful vibe, a good vibe, I can't help it. I always need to take a second. And they just appeared to me telling me to give you guys this message, give you guys this channeled reading, this channel message as to really what to do, or more so, helpful suggestions, helpful tips on how to strengthen your aura, how to strengthen your psychic abilities, how to really tap into the gifts that God bestows upon all people, not just individually, but collectively. So here I am. Number one, the first message is stop looking for truth. Okay, what do I mean by this? What do the goddesses who are sitting with me, they're behind me for those of you who have the eyes to see, what do the goddesses mean by this? We spend a lot of our time wrapped in to the idea of man, right? The idea of living in man's world, man being human. So since we are indoctrinated into this cult of science, you know, into this idea of logic and rationale, we as the individuals really lean in to this notion of finding truth, finding the evidence of things being true, of spirit being valid, having or needing the right for your truth to exist. And in that search for truth, we get deluded in needing other people to validate our truth for us. So tapping in to your psychic abilities is honoring the fact that every sense, every aspect, every morsel of life that you experience is valid. Every feeling that you experience, beloved, is valid. You don't need to keep searching for a truth that exists within. When you look to the outside world to display your truth for you, to validate your truth for you, to give you the step by step of what is to be true and why something is the way it is, you end up taking away your own power. When we tap into the realm of the divine feminine, you must know first that the glory, the power, the knowing is in you. You are the source. You are the reflection of God. That's what makes it psychic. Yes? That's what makes it intangible. That's what makes it intuitive. That's what makes it magical. Because every step of the way, you, the individual in your flesh, what you experience, what you eat, what you listen to, who your friends are, what you do for work, who you make love to at night, your children, your pets, are all, and there's so much more I could go into. They are all a reflection, a divine reflection of you being the embodiment, the encapsulated in this very human, in this very tangible physical flesh, the encapsulated embodiment of Source, of Mother, Father, God. And when you tap into the divine feminine, that is not the principle of thinking. You're not thinking with the divine feminine. No, honey. You're knowing. You're feeling. So even if you're feeling something very minute, like somebody invites you out for a specific event, and you feel in your heart that you shouldn't go, there's your intuition. Honor it. Listen to yourself. Don't go. When you feel that you need to eat a certain type of food, eat it. When you feel you need to experience a certain experience, whether you need to go somewhere or wear a specific outfit or change your hair to a specific color, do it. These are the subtle ways, the very, very subtle ways we connect to our psychic abilities, to our psychic awareness. In society, we've made it seem like psychic awareness is so separated from us. We've made it seem like it's so cavalier, it's so taboo, and it's not. We've also made it seem like those more minute versions of tapping into spirit are less, but they're not. And how do you know that something is yours? Because it was organic. It wasn't stimulated by somebody else's aura. It wasn't stimulated by somebody else's idea. It came straight from your heart. And when you start to listen to your heart, and when your heart becomes stronger, well, baby, that's the source for everything. That's why love is the divine principle, the divine frequency of the all. That's why the goddess is the creatrix. And love, the love that she has, the love that is represented by the divine feminine principle that radiates out into every creek, every river, every stream, every slab of concrete, every brick. It creates and emboldens. Yes, it emboldens life. It builds life. Confirmation through the train, if you can hear it. It makes life when you choose to live through your heart. You can be tapped in to spirit. And that leads me to the second thing, beloveds. A lot of you are not embodying. You're not walking in your truth. You're not moving from your heart. A lot of you guys are pretending. You're pretending to feel things that you don't feel, just to be considered a part of or validated. But if you know Mary Magdalene's story, if you know Jesus' story, you know that they were not accepted. God wasn't accepted. And I know this seems like, why are you taking this to Christianity? Because all is one. Before the Crusades, before the foundation of American Puritanism, there was a truth and a purity that came from these systems. They're ancient. They're not mixed into the ideas of power and struggle that man provides. It's so much deeper. And when you move away from the idea of man, when you move away from the idea of what's supposed to be right, what's supposed to be valid, what's supposed to be true, you can start living it, walking in it, speaking it, breathing it. Breathe in what you believe. You take every day to recognize how you feel about any stimuli, how you feel about it. Somebody asks you their opinion on a movie. You speak your truth, not just what other people want to hear, not a regurgitated response. When it comes to politics, you speak your truth. Religion, you speak your truth. Love, sex, you speak your truth. And a lot of you, they're saying, a lot of you are still so afraid to embody that truth that you think you're not tapped in to your awareness, which we consider psychic. When you're tapped into your truth for you, your heart, because that's going to give you the truth. It's not diluted by man. It's not diluted by the idea of what's supposed to be. Your heart is pure, will always be pure. You don't have to think about it. That's why the heart is a divine feminine center. You don't have to think. You just feel it, and therefore it is. In the words of the beloved Audre Lorde, I feel, therefore I know. And the more you feel, and the more you honor that feeling with action, because that's when the divine masculine principle comes into play. You act on what you feel. You become a master of your own reality. And then your psychic awareness will expand. That's what we want, expansion. We want our aura to expand. We want our knowledge to expand. We want our wealth to expand, right? Everything we do is an unfolding act in order to create more for the embodiment of God that we represent. God learns through us because we are God. So the more that you trust what you're feeling, the more you trust what you're learning, the more God you can display. I can give you tips on how to do that, on how to tap into your third eye and how to manipulate spirit to understand it. But that's not going to give you clear psychic awareness. What's going to give you clear psychic awareness is trust within yourself. Another message that's coming up from the goddesses is tapping in to your inner womb. For those of you who are women, that's that center right down there. And for those of you who are not women physically, but still blessed with yin energy, given yin energy, you tap into the womb that's within, that third eye. And how do you do so? You surrender. Surrender to the unknown. You surrender to the fact that you don't know. But you're open to receiving. And you have to be truly, sensually open. And what do I mean by sensual? Being able to taste something new, feel something new, hear something new, speak something new, walk in something new, learn something new. Not being afraid of your body, not being afraid of your mind, not being afraid of your subconscious. There's so much fear I'm channeling. You have to shake it off. You have to shake off other people's projections. Shake off other people's ideologies. Shake off everything that you've been told. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. I didn't come here or get to this point to be on this camera sharing my energy with you by listening to what other people had to say. I awakened organically by listening to my own spirit. That's the womb. The cosmic womb. The cosmic ocean. The cosmic pot. Where everything exists and nothing exists in the same space. Honor your mistakes. Honor who you are. Honor what you're not. Stop pretending to be something you're not. Stop pretending. Stop. Stop trying to hold up this false mirror. Fuck the mirror. Sorry. It had to be said. Fuck it. Fuck what other people expect from you. Fuck your job. Fuck politics. Fuck poverty. Fuck political gain. Fuck classism. Fuck racism. Fuck sexism. Fuck homophobia. Fuck it all. Literally, fuck it all. And I mean that for the double entendre that it is, because we're talking about the womb. Tap into the vibration of your body. Tap into the wisdom of what you feel. Can you do that for you? Not for me. Not for your ego. Not for your parents. Not for this idea of spirituality through a meme. Not through this idea of God through performance and production. But can you do that for you without anything? No gratification. That's what I'm trying to say. No instant gratification. But can you do it for you? Can every day you wake up and choose to believe what you believe? Can you? I'm asking. We're asking. Can you choose to be the embodiment of God for you? And honor and respect the embodiment of God through others? Can you do that? Because if you can, well, honey, then you're psychic. Because there is no way that spirit would not be talking to you. Because we're spirit first, flesh second. We forget that, don't we? Being human. Don't forget. Don't get sucked in. Don't get sucked in, baby. Don't do that. Ace of Cups. Can you allow your own energy to runneth over? So you might experience things that are a divine reflection of you. Water is the embodiment of the heavenly realms. Water keeps us connected to our own spirit. That's what it's the embodiment of. Can you embody this? Can you be a walking Ace of Cups? Can you overflow in your energy so you're not confused as to who is doing what and when and where and why? My phone shut off because it's so hot outside. My phone refused to work if it wasn't cool. So that lets me know that I cannot continue this channeled message. And the goddesses have taken a step back a little bit and given me space, given you space. So that way, I think that's a message from spirit to raise your own fire. Fire being the